people don't mean what they say, and you should not take everything seriously. And I will give you an example. I wear a hoodie when I'm going to the gym, and it's summer right now, so it's very hot outside. But I'm cutting, and I am pretty cold all the time, and I prefer wearing a hoodie because I protect myself from the sun, and of course because I am cold and I feel better at the gym. I don't need the feel to walk on the treadmill if I wear a hoodie. Now, my dad made a big thing out of this. So big that he said he will, like, it's the same thing as walking naked with my dick out if I wear a hoodie in the summer. Like, this is how bad he thinks I look in a hoodie. It's normal clothing. And he made a big fight out of this, and he didn't want to come to the gym, and I went with only with my mom. I trained my mom, and after we came home, he made not a big fight but a very like short fight with my mom, saying that you are all the same and this and that. I'm not going to ever go to the gym again, and like plain bullshit. And I was trying to be serious with him before I left the home to go with my mom at the gym. I try to be serious with him and explain, like, right now I'm cutting, and how many people do you know that get this lean or are trying this stuff? So I try to explain him why I try to wear a hoodie and why, but he didn't want the logic answer. He didn't care. He asked me, why are you wearing a hoodie? He didn't care that I was wearing this stuff. He just didn't want me to wear it because he thought I will shame him. And I was in the shower, hearing them scream, and I was like, bro, this is getting out of hand. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I'm going to end it now. And I went to him and I told, like, look, instead of just fighting, tell me directly, yeah, what, like screaming, screaming. And I listened to him. I didn't interrupted him. I didn't try to escalate, right? You can say I was manipulative, whatever. It does not matter. I did my job. And I went to him and said, like, he was talking. I let him talk. And after that, I approached him, like, took his hand, like, very gently, not fucking just forcing him to, right? That, like, come on. I don't want to, like, fight with you. I don't care. Like, let's talk this out, okay? And I was, like, very, like, showing my hands, trying to be as peaceful as possible. And he kind of, like, he was angry, but in the same time, goes back and forward. And I told him, Okay, so," and I was trying to talk, like, not, of course, slower, but not as loud as him. I was trying to talk very silently. And I told him, okay, so I told you my reasoning of why I wear this, but let's get this straight. You don't like me wearing this. Yeah, I hate it. Okay, so if I put this in the drawer and I don't wear it, and maybe I wear like something, this, and he was like, yeah, maybe this is better, but it is okay. Does this end? Like, I don't want to fight with you. I'll put that. I'll not wear it just for you. Is that okay? Yeah, it's awesome. Like, imagine after that he was talking to my mom normally and everything went normally. Now you can say my dad is bad, this and that is not the point. This is not the point of the video. The point of the video, the first point, is people don't mean what they say. My dad didn't mean what he said. Like, uh, you are shaming me, this and that, and he was screaming, and I won't support you, like all of these things, because he was angry, he was just emotional. Now, how can you find this kind of behavior and how can you fix? So, for example, in your life, somebody like, not somebody in your life, but let's give my example. Why are you wearing a hoodie? My dad didn't want a logical answer why I was wearing a hoodie. He didn't care that I was wearing a hoodie. He was, you are wearing this stuff which I don't like, and I think it shames me so bad that I would rather see you naked on the street, and he mean that, and he wanted that to stop. And when I gave him the power of, you know, I will stop this only for you, but let's calm down because I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to win. I don't care. I don't care to be right. Okay, so you want this to happen. Okay, let's make it happen. Is this okay now? And not in a sarcastic way. Not it's like it's okay now because I don't wear a hoodie, because you don't want to be sarcastic with this kind of stuff. It solves it. Another example with people at the gym. When I say I want to lose fat, I want to lose fat. With people in general, majority of people will say I want to lose fat. But if you knew them or you talk to them for a little bit more than 2 minutes, you are going to realize that they don't want to lose fat. They will want to lose fat without trying, without the effort. Like they don't care that much. If I can have $1 million and snap my fingers, I want $1 million. Do I want to work 10, 12 hours every single day, or at least like go through the stress of having a business and so on and figuring shit out? No. You want $1 million? Yeah, if you can snap your fingers, but not at all costs. And when I hear people, I want to lose fat, my mind goes that, okay, we are going to track calories, 10 to 15,000 steps. We are going to like, no, I cannot track. I cannot. They don't want it. Like if you genuinely want something, you are going to do everything, even if it sounds stupid, because that's the only choice that you have. But you have to want it very bad. Like you have to be starving to do that. And they're not starving. You need to listen to people. You need to become a good listener to understand what people want to say, because you are going to have less stress in your life and you are going to have better relationships. I could just fuck up my relationship with my dad because, he doesn't support me, and for a small thing. When I'm like, okay, he's not like he doesn't support me, but he's not intelligent enough, for I don't care the reason, to understand the situation, and he doesn't want a logical answer. He just want these things to stop. And if I can make it stop without me putting myself in a detriment, that's okay. And wearing a hoodie or not is not a big thing for me. I will do 10 minutes on a treadmill. It's not a big thing for me if I can stop them fighting. Now with the people in the gym, they don't want training advice. They don't want my supplement advice. They don't want anything. Like, believe me, I know specific people in my gym that if I'm going to talk to them right now, and if they ask me, bro, how can I lose weight? I'm going to tell them, bro, at your age and you have a family. You have a family, right? Right. It's very hard, and like counting calories, bro, like, come on, like, how can you do that? Like, imagine you go to a party and training, yeah, like you feel tired after work. If I tell them this bullshit, which I fucking hate, they're going to love me. I'm going to become their best friend in the gym, because they're that kind of people that want an excuse for their lack of work, for their lack of commitment. And you have to understand the situation you are in, because it may be the same question, but it is going to have different meanings. Again, they don't want to lose weight. They want to talk. They want to feel that they are understood. But I failed this much, and I want a reason to know it's okay failing. This is what they think. My dad wanted me to not wear a hoodie. And he told me, why are you wearing a hoodie? He didn't try to understand why. He just wanted this thing to stop. If you didn't slept for 100 hours, you just want to sleep. You are not here for like educational stuff. You just want to sleep. If you are dehydrated, you just want to drink water. You need to understand that some people have some needs. And unfortunately, you have to just not be so reactive, because if you are reactive, you are going to respond to the question, but they are not actually meaning, like, is not a meaning in what they say. So you should look beyond what they say and understand what they truly want. And again, it's very simple when you are a person like me and you say it straight. I want to make $1 million or more because I want to be financially free until 30. And I think I'm going to end my life if I'm not going to achieve this goal of being financially free, because I don't want to be a slave. And I want to continue pursuing bodybuilding, even if it's with performance enhancing drugs and my risk of dying grows. And of course, I will live less, even if I do everything perfectly, because I truly enjoy it. I love bodybuilding, many reasons, etc. Like I can continue and go on and on and on. But I'm not going to be like, bro, addiction. No, like this is what I actually want. And this is what I'm actually going to do. And this is what I've did till now. I've been training and I've been trying to make money. And right now I'm trying to, in the same time, to bring value and do something that I enjoy, which is coaching, which is posting on social media. And of course, I enjoy just working out like a lot of hours and trying things that I just like it because I get better at it the more I do it. And when you get better at things, you want to do things. So the TLDR of this video, or the conclusion, is that you have to look beyond the question, because people don't have, like, they don't mean what they say. And it's unfortunate, not unfortunately, it's unfortunate because you just want to trust people. Like, it's very simple, You are hungry? Ah, okay. When your girlfriend tells you like she's not hungry, no, she is hungry, but he just want to like talk bullshit, which it's annoying. But if you understand it, it's not going to be annoying, because if I understand it, like for example, if this thing I will say it's white, but I know it's black, it is not important. Like I'm not going to get annoyed. But if I don't know it's black, and if I believe it's white, and I tell people it's white, and then people call me out for it, I'm going to be angry. Like if you tell me you are hungry, if you tell me you're not hungry and I don't give you my food, and then you are complaining about being hungry, it's annoying. But if you understand the meaning of their words, if you understand what people truly want, you're not going to get annoyed by them. In fact, you're not going to get surprised. People are very, I forget this word, predictable. People are very predictable when you understand what they truly want. I know, like, if I am not reactive. So reactive means, for example, somebody screams and I'm like, like I'm jumping at them. If you're not reactive, and if you can be a little bit laid back and listen, okay, this person said this, but what they truly want. How can I know that? Like, if do I know this person, and so on. And if you understand what they truly want, first you're not going to get so much stress, and you can actually resolve their problem. And of course, they're going to like you more because you are the only one that can understand those kind of people. So, again, people don't mean what they say. And the second point, I forgot what it was. But I will end it here because I don't want to continue to yap. And I hope this video was educational for some of you. And I hope if you take this advice and apply it, your life is going to change in something better. Even if I make some pauses where I don't talk, or I just think, right, and I forget about stuff, I actually believe this video is very valuable, and I'm not here to cry about my dad uh, or cry about my life. I just want to share my experience, and I want to better your life through my experiences and thoughts and what, like, my takeaways. And the last point was, you should not take everything seriously. Because again, if you understand things, you cannot really take anything seriously. Like anything seriously. If you are going to be objective, you cannot be angry at things. I had the last example. I knew a guy who used recreational drugs, who owed me money. And yeah, he lied to me many times, but one time he told me that, I am even ashamed to tell you this, but I'm just a drug addict. I cannot give you your money back. I don't think I will. I cannot stop myself from doing so. After he told me that, I was like, I cannot even be angry at you. Like, he was like, but I understand it. I know why you can't give you money. Like, it's very simple. It's not that he doesn't want to directly. He's like, I don't want to give this guy money, but he cannot help himself. He's that weak of a person. And am I going to be angry at a weak person? No, I cannot be angry. I cannot feel any kind of emotion other than disgust or emptiness or maybe pity. I cannot be angry at my dad. I cannot be angry at my mom in like a true sense. I can be angry at them in the moment because I don't want to understand what they truly want, and I just react and I just want to be emotional. But if you actually understand things, you're not going to be annoyed. But it takes a lot of energy to be conscious, to understand everything. And it's going to be very exhausting going through your day and trying to be conscious for every single moment. It's going to be very, very hard to do that. And when you are going to be conscious, you are going to be weird, and you're going to have an easier time in small talk, like trying to be easygoing and on autopilot. But it's the hack will be to have like a switch on and off. Like if you can just be like, okay, objective, okay, just ongoing. If you can do that, that's an amazing thing. Unfortunately for me, even if I am very aware of what I'm doing, sometimes I realize that I stay too much on autopilot. And when I do that, and when my parents tell me bullshit things, of course, I'm going to make my environment in such a way that these things are not going to happen, and I will be put less in bad environments with people that don't want to do nothing with their life. Such as like my gym, of course, I don't have to talk to those kind of people. You get the point. But if I will like, I don't know, my parents will say some bullshit stuff, and I get very angry at them. Like, how can you tell me you cannot lose weight because you work night shifts? I can understand that it can affect your appetite and so on, but you eat a bread a day and you drink 10 fucking beers. 10 beers is like 200 calories for 500 ml. And you drink like 5 liters of beer. Like, that's 2000 calories. A bread, 750, like 300 grams. Like, that's it. Oh, you're eating on top of that slope, like fatty meat and so on, and you tell me I just eat a little bit of tomatoes and a little bit of fatty meat. Yeah, on top of the bread, on top of the like some some type of meat with like 50 grams of fat per 100 grams, and I get annoyed because I think of this objectively, logically, like I would think for a person like me. But when they say that kind of stuff, they just want compliance. They just want somebody to pat pat them on their back. And I don't want to do that with my dad because I don't want to encourage him in bad behaviors. With the hoodie thing, it's okay. I'm not going to wear. Okay, everything okay now. Okay, forget about this. And I started small talking with him with like simple stuff that he enjoys, and I know he enjoys. But with stuff like that, I just won't go into that subject. I will just avoid it intentionally. If he says to me that I cannot lose weight, I will just ask anything, or just shut up, or just move on. Not shut up, because when I shut up, he thinks I'm listening, or just move on or do something else for the time that I'm around this kind of people. Because I can destroy my relationship with my parents, I can destroy the relationship with the people around me, I can destroy my life, I can just spend my energy unwisely, I can do so many bad things just because I don't want to be like, okay, calm down, like, let's not take things seriously. And one, again, like the switch, and sorry, because it's not sorry because I made this video longer, because I think it's more valuable. The switch from on and off, if you're like you're reactive, like I'm trying to help people like me, you're going to get people like my parents or people that don't give a fuck, and they are going to be they're going to take a lot of energy, and then you are going on the opposite where you don't care about anything. And that's bad, because let's say you get somebody that 1%, 0.1%, who actually cares, and you don't give him a good advice. For example, for me as a coach, and I don't give him my 100%, he will just not be interested in me. He will see me as everybody else. And Fortunately for me, I've been very passionate about what I do. And for me to be like on, to be reactive, it's very easy. But I have to take a step back. Okay, not respond, don't say anything. Get into my head a little bit, be a little bit weird. Okay, let's not spend my energy here because these kind of people are just going to waste my time. So instead of pouring my passion into them, I'm going to have 5 to 30 seconds small talk, go on with my day, and try to save this energy for the people that actually matter. It's hard, but long term, it's worth it.